Your lucky number, there are different ways of knowing that. So the lucky number determines who you are, who you will be, the spiritual influence, your spiritual duties, even the purpose of your life. Kofi has 4-letter words. So when I add up all the names with the zeros, multiply it by the 4 of the alphabet, which is why if you name your child after a notorious person, you see that that child would end up being so notorious. Why? Because the influence of that name, the vibrations, will have effect on his subconscious mind. Whenever you change your name, the effect of that number which follows the name will have an effect on you spiritually and physically, which is why it is very important for every parent to be very cautious when picking up a name.
Your friend is Sike. Oh, Sike, ya funi Sike. Sike, jankani Sike, ya temude no nyubezi. Exclusive interview on television, Sike. We're here once again, and of course, my guest is Lord Zilla, the I. That's how I prefer calling him. Today, we will be talking numbers and its spiritual meanings. We will expand it for you people to get an extreme understanding. I'm CK. With all due respect, subscribe to television CK for your exclusive interviews. We'll kickstart 60. I'll be right back.
Anya asase ani asase amanso twenda ho ehu so pani kwapia krama ni panyenim asase ne de amanso twibia nda ho na da ho no tetrete so himpom bi enim eno de bebi a wunya bi ato a ene Nasco Properties die nika ewo Nasco Properties wato asase na wiaje ho nkrata ne bibia no ope wo mo mbesi ama wa jai omo qualified construction team adan bia ope bi o mbekukuresi wonum kinkren Nasco Properties for farmland asase yantama yade yekua ewo Winneba ne Cape Coast Kwantimpon so Simbrofo a eben Apam Junction Nasco Properties insase ne twehyiam biaye
Kaswa Winneba Road Dominase near the new Agbogloshi Onion Market Kaswa Winneba Road Akrampa near Fete Kakraba Kaswa Bojiasi Road Papase near Richmond School Complex Pram Old Ningo near Ningo Secondary School Tema Akosombo Road Shai Hills Osudoku Frey 0240 221-212 0277-071-717 and 0302-864-956. Nasco Properties.
Your realtor for life.
I'm back. Zilla.
Lord Zilla.
Hope all is well.
All is well.
It's been like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Or getting to 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Wow. Happy to see you again.
Thank you very much.
Now, you have a good designer.
Yes, most of my my shaders, people give it to me freely. Wow. They dash it to me. Yeah.
Wow, this one looks very nice on you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And the colors too.
Yeah, I intentionally choose colors whenever they want to dash me. I intentionally tell them the colors that I want because I know the influence of the colors. I'm a football fanatic because this is the typical Chelsea colors. I don't know if I don't even know the position of number 5.
Oh, really?
Because I don't watch football. I'm not fan of these televisions and football games and stuff.
Okay,
yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah,
that's nice.
I always want to be indoors and
doing what?
Focus on my spiritual journey and as usual, my clients have time for them. Make sure I'll assist them spiritually.
During your leisure time, what do you do?
I don't have leisure time. I'm always busy. Even, excuse my language, when I'm having intimacy, I'm working.
Concomitantly?
Yeah. I'm always busy.
No, but I mean, how can you be having...
Right now, without the body, without the mind, this body is useless. So the functions of this body comes from the mind and whatever governs the body. So this body wouldn't be restless without the mind. Okay, when the mind is tired, the body will surely get tired. It needs to rest. So my inner being is more active than the physical one that you think.
Fine, you're fine.
Yeah.
Fine. Okay, we want to know more today basically about numbers and its spiritual implications. So I don't know how you want to tackle this particular question. So the ball is in your court.
You see, first of all, I will use this medium to say hi to your cherished viewers, especially the participants at the comment sections. You know, I normally enjoy them because they are the one who push us, you know, and they also tell us where, you know, where to go and where we are at fault. I mean, our flaws during our, you know, conversations like this. So I greet them and I say thank abundantly.
They appreciate
and you also as well, because without you they wouldn't have gotten me, okay, and without you I wouldn't have also get in touch with them. So I thank you so much.
I thank you too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you did ask a question which relates to numerology. I mean numerals. First, before you understand something, you need to know the origin of it. How come numbers are so infinite and so powerful, and why do numbers have influence spiritually, mentally, astrally, physically, angelically on human beings? Okay. In the existence of creation, I mean beginning of all things, it was nothingness, the largest infinite of an existence of nothingness. So from this nothingness collapses within itself and it forms the cosmic egg of life. So this cosmic egg of life is what we call dots, I mean points. So the points also collapses within itself and it forms circle, which is zero. And the zero also amend with itself and it forms number one. Okay. So the number one stands for beginning of creation.
Not the zero.
Not the zero, which is life. So numbers got their energies from the nothingness, and they had their activations of powers from the full cosmic egg of life. And each and every body or each and every creation on this existence feed from the cosmic egg of life.
Can you break it down? Cosmic egg of life.
Yes. When I say cosmic egg of life, I mean the energy that dwells in everything, that makes everything comes into life.
You see, for the benefit of
people.
Yes, people.
I don't.
You see, don't be too technical.
Yeah.
Try as much as possible for the ordinary person to understand you.
Yeah, I understand you.
Yes, yes. You are being too technical.
Yeah, I will try as much
and
as possible.
I have issues with that.
Do you know? I always laugh because we are always in happiness.
Yes.
We're always enjoying what we feel within. When you have the full consciousness of divine, you're always happy. You see, yeah. So what we mean when I say cosmic is an energy in the cosmos. Okay, everybody knows what cosmos is. Within the celestial bodies, there is this phenomena that happens, which is the cosmic. So this cosmic is what gives us life. It what puts each and everything into life. So modern scientists or even olden scientists came into conclusion that life on earth depends on the sun to the total degree. So the life on this earth depends on the sun. Without sun, there will not be life. So logically, the sun stands in as our God because we feed ourselves under it. So this cosmic is what rotates, and it's what gives the sun itself life. Likewise, numbers. I said how numbers began. So each and every number, since you are feeding yourself under the sun, and the numbers and the sun, they also feed their energy from the cosmic. So there is a relation between humans and numbers. So numbers are the key word that explain divine. Numbers are not meant for only predictions. Numbers are meant for divination. Okay, we have different types of divination and character readings. We have Ifa, or what people call Afa, okay, and we have what the Arabian calls Hisab. Hisab is the science of the numbers. Okay, they uses the numbers to manipulate things. They uses the energies of the numbers to create whatever they want in spiritual. And we have Torab. Torab also go like the science of the sand, which is the Napoleon. It goes with numbers as well. So numbers has more influence spiritually on human beings. Each and everything, even atom, has a measurement, isn't it so?
Sure.
So each and everything, the macro and the micro, cannot be in existence without measurement, without numbers. So definitely I want each and everybody to know that you can't go away from this science, the science of numbers. So number one, this is an intro, okay. Number one is the beginning of what? Of creation. Number one stands in as spiritually as life. So number one stands in also, and it also represents the sun. Okay. So when you're lacking number, there are different ways of knowing that. Some people through the influence of the names. Okay, the names. You can put up names together. I mean the alphabeticals. Okay, A stands for 1, B stands for 2, C stands for 3, D stands for 4, okay, E stands for 5. So when you put them together, you have a lucky number. So the lucky number determines who you are and who you will be tomorrow, and the spiritual influence and your spiritual duties, and even the purpose of your life as
How do you come to conclusion when you want your lucky number?
Let me give an example. Like Kofi.
Okay.
K stands for 2, 20. So we always take off the 0. Okay, that's numeral calculation. We always take off the 2 zeros. So K stands for 2. O stands for what? 6. So 2 and 6, you come up with what? 8. So F stands for 6. Okay, so 6 plus 8, you come up with what? 14. So there's 14, and I stands for 9. So you take off the 9 from 8, and the 14, when you add 1 and the 5 and the 4, you come up with what? 5. So the lucky number of Kofi is 5. That's the lucky number of the name. So there's difference between the lucky number of your name and the lucky number of your date of birth.
Which one is effective?
All of them. All of them.
But the name,
yes, but the name is more effective. Why? Because the name is your symbol. Nobody can know you without your name. People get to know you through your name. So if somebody want to do something, to you, either positive or negative, he or she need your name. Okay, so your name is a symbol, it's a logo that will let people know this is, Michael, this is, this so and so that is going. So with these numbers, we can also calculate to know the capacity of your memory through numerology. Like this Kofi has 4-letter words, isn't it so? So when I add up all the names, I'll add up with the zeros. Okay, then I will multiply it by the 4 of the alphabet. So the number that will come up, it is the number and the capacity of your brain. So as a spiritual person,
hold on please, but how can your name determine the capacity of your IQ?
Best. You see, your brain is nothing without the mind. Do you know that? The mind is the functions of the brain, isn't it so? Fine. And the mind wouldn't be something without its set. Mindset. Right now, you are functioning through your mind because of your mindset. You become who you are right now because of your mindset. So when you have been calling by a certain name since your childhood, automatically it gets 90% effect on your on your mind, the vibrations and everything. Which is why if somebody if you name your child after a notorious person, you see that that child would end up being so notorious. Why? Because the influence of that name, the vibrations
will have effect on him,
will have effect on his subconscious mind. You understand what I'm saying? So it determines how the capacity of your IQ is. So if as a numeral spiritualist, if I want to use it to maybe to destroy somebody, I'm not saying you guys should do it. Okay, when I put up the numbers and I have the IQ, I will see the planetary that rules that figures. Like 5. Okay, it is Mercury that rules number 5. Okay, Mercury rules number 5. So I know, since it's Mercury, and I know the animals that goes with Mercury, the leaves that goes with Mercury, the metals that goes with Mercury, the perfumes that goes with Mercury. So what I will do is I'll put up these energies together, and I'll look at that things. I will search for those things and I'll put them together, and I will borrow energy from those things, add it up with the energy of that number 5. Okay, to do whatever I want to do with it. You see, so numbers, you could see, if you are a traveler, so you could see there is a company whereby this company is operating for so many years. At the end of the conclusion, they will change the name to a different name, because when the atmosphere of that energy is changing, they know, so they need to change into a different energy, into a different dimension. You see, so when you see MTN change, Space Phone change into Areba, later change on into MTN, they have their purpose, not even selling the company, but they have their main reason. They could have used the same name.
Then per what you are saying, then you see, it will be even prudent for people to be changing their names.
Yeah. Yes. Because whenever you change your name, okay, the effect of that numbers that follows, which follows the name, will have an effect on you spiritually and physically, which is why it is very important for every parent to be very cautious when picking up a name to their children. It's very important, because we should even leave the alphabet, the numbers. You see, number 8 goes with a planet called Saturn, and Saturn stands in for what? Difficulties. Saturn stands in for poverty. Saturn stands in for exam, like in such a tests, challenges, striving, dazzling, hardship, separation of loved ones, death.
Saturn.
Yes.
Number 8.
Yes. So when your child names end with number 8, You see, stealing, not robbing, stealing is under the influence of Satan. Karma is under the influence of Satan. So when your child names ends with number 8, whoa. You know what I'm saying?
When you calculate and it
yes,
8.
Number 6 stands in for Venus, the goddess of beauty and love and sex. So when your child names end with number 6, it tells you that that child will be so charisma, loving, and more attractive to everybody. But at the same time, he or she, you understand them? You see, because the influence of that thing will surely flows on him or her.
So he will be fornicating.
Sure. You see, and also when your child names end with the lucky number 9, 9 stands in for Mars. Mars is god of war, aggressive, authoritatives, okay, being so rude. So definitely you will see that each and every day your child is quick-tempered person. You always want to strike, and they don't forgive you. They don't easily forgive.
So then the moment you name your child, and I mean you do the calculation, and a number pops up, it takes effect as soon as possible.
Yes. You see,
tell me about number 2.
Yes, number 2 stands in for moon. Moon stands, number 2 and 4, they are all under the influence of moon. So but the 4 is somehow positive little than the 2. 2 stands in for gasoline. More gasoline. You need to put more pressure in your life. If not, you will not succeed. You need to try and try and try and try.
2.
Yes. You understand me? And 4 stands in for home life. You see? So home life.
What do you mean here?
He's very quiet person, very loving, always love being indoors. He always love his parents and stuff. He doesn't want to go out
like yourself,
like me. You see?
Okay,
that is how it is. So likewise, the telephone numbers that we use, I'm telling you, before God and man, you need to be very careful when you are using your telephone number for your business or for anything that you do. When it comes to business, it can be causing you bad luck in your business because of the influence, the vibrations, because that is the means that you use to communicate with people, your customers. So there are people, they always get case in their businesses. They always get problem in their businesses. They don't know, they will be going to this island to one another. They will be roving about, but it could be the influence of that particular number that they use, or maybe the name of the shop has an influence on you. You see, we the blacks, we are so, how should I say, naive and ignorant of ourselves, which we don't want to learn. So you could see that when you are talking about all these things, they will say, hey, the white men do not believe in this, but yet they are succeeding. It's a lie. These numeral books that we read, and most of the spiritual books, they were the one who wrote it. They came to Africa and they stole it, and they modified it to us, and we are learning them. So you can't say that they don't learn. I learn from them. They learn and practice them. So your work, your business can collapse due to this influence. I'm telling you. When you are using number, you should check up the number. Make sure the number add up with your lucky number.
Okay, so let's recap it. Number 1
stands for divinity, life, good life, and also like kinship, leadership.
So 1,
like leadership. So you see the person, he doesn't have anything, but people admire him and respect him a lot. But everywhere that he goes, people respect him. Even when he is screaming, I don't have it, though, they say it's a lie. You have it. I don't have it, though, it's a lie. Jesus said, I'm not God, or they say it's a lie, you are God. I am not God, or it's a lie, you are God. Likewise, if number 1, if your name ends with number 1, it will be very difficult for people to believe you when you are even crying, when even you are dying, that you don't have it. So it stands in as the sun, source of what?
Energy.
Source of energy.
Okay, so
number 3. We didn't talk about number 3.
I want us to break up all.
Oh, okay. So
two.
2 stands for guzzling, more effort, more pressure.
If not so, it will be difficult for you
to succeed in life.
Succeed. And 3.
Number 3 stands in for spirituality, fertility, money, and comfortability.
Which planet is that?
Jupiter. You see, so Jupiter stands in for all this. So when you are lucky enough and your numbers, your name add up and ends with this number, you are gone.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Okay. 4.
Number 4 stands in for home life. Okay, quietness, loneliness, always want to be indoors, always want to see into darkness, always want to be with their parents. Okay, that kind of things. They are very loving people. And number 5 stands in for what? Mercury. Mercury is always instability. So you see their lives always shaking. They can't live at one place for a month. Oh, they can't. So they can't stay at one place to work. So such people, they have to be doing business, running business, going and coming, going and coming, going and coming. They can't stay at one place. They can't. So if they are women and you as a man and you have this kind of woman whose name ends with number 5, then you need to get manpower, because they are very energetic when it comes to intercourse. So if you don't give them more, they will go out.
Wow.
You see,
that's 6, right?
That's number 5.
You
see, and they are also gossip. They can gossip. Talkatives. Mercury. Because the divine has gifted them with what? With good communication. They are good. So most of them has to be journalists. Okay, like radio presenters, TV presenters. That's the field. Okay, dealing on the internet. This game thing they do. How do they call it? It goes under that influence. See, that's number 5. So number 6 is Venus. Venus is love, is goddess of love, beauty, and attraction and intercourse. Okay, so when a child names ends with this number, okay, that child will be so loving, so attractive to to people. People will admire him or her. People will love him or her. Okay, but at the same time, you see, so you have to balance it. When it is 7 also stands in as what? As a deific number.
What?
Deific number. That's perfection.
Okay.
It also goes with what? With sun. They relate with each other. Okay, so it stands in for perfection and marriage. Perfection and marriage and transparency. So when a name ends with 7, normally they don't like gossiping, hypocrisy. They are not there. They always want everything to be transparent. They don't know how to lie. So when you come to them to gossip, they can't. They will just tell you, hey, sit down, I'm coming. Then they will call that fellow to come. Then they will tell you, hey, repeat what you just said again. So you can't connive with them and do something bad. You can't. Number 8 stands in for what? Saturn. Saturn is what? Poverty, death, sickness, stealing, hardship, and so on and so forth.
Number 8.
Yes, number 8. And it also stands in for what? Regeneration.
Okay, yes. So what you are saying, will it have effect on footballers?
Yeah. Everybody.
Because I've not seen any number 8 who is popular. So like huge footballer who wears number 8.
You can't shine.
Once a while.
You can't. Unless
Lampard was number 8.
Unless the energy of your what? Lucky number is more vibrant than the number.
Okay. But the possibility of you being
we can also repair, yes, we can repair it. I will tell you how we do repair these things. We repair them. Okay. And number 9 stands in for robbery. aggressiveness, robbery, aggressiveness, like impulsiveness. Okay, always they think they are right, authoritatives, and they are weird. They normally they don't respect normally because they are quick-tempered. It stands in as mass, and so mass also stands in for spirituality as well. Okay, so these are, in summary, these are the influence that these numbers have on us, which we need to be very, very, very mindful and also listen to them. Okay, whenever we are going to pick up any number to ourselves, we should make sure we should understand the language of that number. Each and every number has a language that speaks to you. So when you don't understand the language, I mean the science behind those numbers, things will not go on well.
I feel somebody wants to know how to calculate the number. Can you
let me give you a summary? You see, we have ones, tens, and hundreds.
Hold on. Does it mean that numbers, it ends 9?
Yes, numerology ends 9.
It ends
Numeral
at 9.
numbers, yes.
It ends at 9.
Yes. We normally don't use the zeros. When we want to use the zeros, it means we want to delve beyond the 5 senses. We have kind of say, how do you call it, magical numbers. Okay, and we have also messengers. Okay, like number 11. Number 11 stands in as a messenger of the gods. Okay, yes, and we have number 22 stands in as the celestial keepers of the of the universe. So these numbers are different numbers when it comes to spiritual calculation, unless maybe we want to delve more into the map of divine, not as a personal activities.
This one is an advanced version of the discussion we are having.
Discussion.
So we want to know the method in which we use to calculate such numbers.
Yeah. If you are watching me, it's very simple. You see the number, the alphabet, okay, starts from ones, tens, and hundreds. Okay, so they divided it into 3 parts. So from number 1, that's A, to R. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. That's I. Stands there. Okay, that's 9. So from A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I is 9. Then you just get a paper, write it down this way, from A to I. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then you come to the bottom. Okay, so R, then you come S. Okay, S, then
no, like
go
A, B, C, D up to I.
R, that's I.
Okay.
J, K, A, N. Okay, so from the J, then start with what, tens. Then you go up to alphabet 9. Then you have the what, the tens. Then you go to the bottom again. Then start the hundreds. That's how it goes.
So
if you have a pen here, like we can demonstrate it.
J
is
what, 10?
10. You give me the book. Let me show him something. Very in summary. You want to see something? Want to demonstrate it?
Yes, sure.
Okay. So like this. Where is the pen? Is the pen inside? Okay. So let's use. Okay, let's use this. Okay, let's use this. Okay, should I? Okay, let me use this.
Okay.
So like this. So A.
Relax. Do it here.
How can I? Let me write it then. I will show it.
Oh, okay.
So A. Like this. B. C. O. D. Right. E. F. G. H. I. Okay. J,
K,
K,
L, M,
L. That's M, N,
O, P,
O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you see that this is ones from here. Is the ones.
the A to the I.
Yes, the A to the I is the ones.
And it ends at 9.
9. Okay. So from here is the tens. It will end as 90. So from here to here is the what? Is the hundreds. So it will end at what? 800.
9. Okay.
It's 28.
Okay.
800.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? So here is hundreds. So it will end at what? 800.
800.
So this is how it is.
Okay. So from A to I is like 1 to 9.
Yes.
And the J to R is in hundreds.
Yeah, in the hundreds.
So J is 100, K is 200.
No, tens.
Tens.
Tens. This one is 9,
Okay.
ones, tens, and hundreds.
So J is 10.
J is 10.
K is 20.
20.
Okay.
So, but in numerology, we normally don't use, maybe unless maybe you want master numbers, which is the 11, 22, and stuff. But in summary and simple calculation, we normally don't use the zeros. So instead of J is 10, you only use the 1.
1. Okay.
Only use the 1. Okay.
So making it simple, it means A to I is 1, 2, 3 to 9.
9.
So from J to J starts 1 again.
1.
So from the 9
this one
it
is
starts
9.
at 1.
1 again to 9.
So J is 1 like A.
Yes.
K is 2 like B. C is 3 like L.
Yes.
Okay.
So they have they have relation.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So the zeros stands in as a master numbers. Okay, so K is a master number. Okay, so J is so superior than what? Than the A, because it has what? 0. Okay, so that's the alpha and the omega.
Okay, case study. Amma. Let's work something out. Amma.
So Amma, 1, that's the A, is 1. M is what? Is 4. Okay, that's 5, and the A is what? 1 is 6. So it's the 6 is under the influence of what? Venus. That's the lucky number. Under the influence of what? Venus.
Amma is.
Yes. So they are very loving. So they can expand to everywhere. So their names in the Accra language, their names will also go far because of what? The Venus. In the Accra names, their name will go far because of the what? 6. Because of Venus, they will always be attractive to people. And
I mean, super education here. What's this?
So these are perfumes. When the influence of your name, I mean the numbers, when we calculate and we see that the number maybe ends with 8, it's not favorable. 8, 9, 5, and 2. Okay, and there is no possibility that you can change your name. Maybe you can't change your name. Okay, preferably you have to change your name. But there are people it's impossible because they've used their name into their documentations and stuff. So you can't change the name. So we will get these perfumes because their energies goes more into the energies of the numbers. So we use these 2 perfumes. Okay, it's not common in Ghana. Okay, we use these perfumes.
What's the name of the perfume?
You want me to you want me to tell people? Let's see
Zilla.
When we talk, we hide some. Okay. So you get the perfumes, and you have to communicate with the energies. Okay. So when you are going to put up the calculation, you are going to repair it. Then you have to apply. Let's say example number 8. Number 8 is Saturn. So it's under the influence of what? Saturdays. So when you are going to repair this number, you have to do it on Saturday, and it's the color of this number is black or indigo. So you have to get this number written. Okay,
so the numbers also have colors.
Yes,
you treat that
yeah, it has colors. So you have to get black parchment paper or this carbon paper, the one that Lotto people use it, and write the name 8 times on the paper. Then you apply this.
If you want to purify the name.
Yes, then you apply this perfume on top of this in the paper, okay, as well as your body on that same day, which is Saturday, in the planetary of what, under the planetary of Saturn, which is 1 p.m. at your time, wherever you are, 1 p.m. Then number 8 also governs Mother Earth. The Earth, that's the elementary body of number 8, is Earth. So after doing whatever you want to do, you put the invocations, you cast the spell, you do everything, then you bury it. Within 8 days, it will purify everything within your tendencies. 8 days. You see, so these are some of the things that we do when it comes to spiritual numerology. Okay, we use numbers we can even use we can even calculate. I don't want to talk about it. We can even use number to calculate, to see what people are doing in their bedrooms. That's what I'm saying.
Really?
There's a diagram for that. Oh yeah, 360 degrees of diagram. We cast that diagram, then we split the numbers in it. Each number represents the corner of your room. That's what I'm saying. So we can detect through that and know what is happening in your room. When people maybe read this Odin treasure, like ghosts and stuff, maybe they have roam, they are dry, we can use numerology numbers and cast the diagram on the ground. You see, 1 stands for what? Sun. At the same time, it stands in for what? Gold. That's the elementary influence that it has. Okay, it goes in with gold. So when we want to trace or we want to track, okay, when we cast the diagram, we put in the numbers. So the number will tell us where exactly the gold is, and the number of degrees that we have to dig. I mean, the number of deepness that you have to dig.
Yeah.
You have to dig before we can get the treasure. We do all that through the influence of the numbers. So numbers are not something that we should
joke with at all.
Not at all. I'm telling you, at all. So especially our telephone numbers is very important. So me, I don't just pick any number. No. Because there are some of the numbers that if you start using it, you'll be having problem with your customers.
Like which type of number?
When the number ends with 8, ends with 9, when it ends with what? 7, you can advertise your 2. You can advertise your company. No any one single fly will come.
When it ends with 2,
they can call you, but they won't come.
Yay! As soon as
because it is guzzling, you need to put more pressure. When you go to the media and pay maybe 2,000 for advertisement to your company, at the end of the result you get like 5 cities. So you need to put more pressure into it. You need to put more pressure. If you are in doubt of all this, then you are no more into existence.
So the emphasis should be played on the ending numbers.
When you put them all together, you need to calculate all together. Like 0, 2, 4, 4. This. Put them all together.
So then
and get one single number.
Okay, so it's not like your telephone number is 0243980422. So it ends with 2.
Let's say 0249. So the 9 is out. We don't use 9.
No, we understand.
Yes. So put them together.
Okay.
The end. I mean the result that you get from the numbers. I mean the single number that you get from the numbers is the lucky number.
Okay, that's what I want you to play emphasis on.
Yes.
It's not like my normal ends with 2.
No.
Okay.
Adding up all the numbers together and get one single number is what we are talking about. One single number is what we are talking about. You understand what I'm saying?
Sure.
So even if you are going to have a business partner, make sure you calculate his name, his lucky number with yours. If it's not going, if it's not tally, let him go. He will give you problem. You will not believe me, but it is happening to you. It is killing you slowly. It is something that is going on in our society all the time, because your height has a number. Okay, either you are tall, you are short, you are medium. We can calculate it.
You go there some other time.
So everything has a number.
Sure.
So I'm just emphasizing on this for people to know that since everything can be calculated, then you can't dispute the influence of numbers. You can't.
And that forms are
No. Somebody came to me, that was 9 years ago. This man, he was, struggling, suffering. He has roam, and I put up some calculation, his name and his date of birth. I put up some things, and I got single number 2. I said, what? I said, that's why you're suffering. So I repaired the influence of that number. I changed the influence, although it is 2, but the influence changes. I mean, the energy has changed into positive.
that's good.
Yes.
Great. Finally, what are you telling my viewers?
What I'll tell your viewers and my friends out there is lack of knowledge, my people perish. That says the Christ. So knowledge is the key of success, and listening and reasoning is the key of enlightenment. So when you listen and you don't reason, you have a problem. So when you listen to us, reason from what we are telling you and make good use of whatever we bring out there, because it will come to a time maybe you wouldn't get the opportunity to come out again. So you need to have the access of what we are doing, what we are teaching out there, and put them into practicals. It shouldn't be only verbal. Make sure you put them into practicals and be vigilant as well. Ask, you shall be given. Seek, you shall find. Knock, it shall be open unto you. That's my word.
Okay, I'm CK. With all due respect, subscribe to Television CK. I'm so happy having you
Thank you
today
very
as
much.
well.
Thank you very much.
Hope to meet you some other time.
Sure.
Probably after my trip.
Sure. If you go, you know what I want?
Tell me.
Chocolate.
Chocolate from outside.
Only chocolate.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Okay. Which countries specifically in Europe? Germany. I'll be in Germany, Spain, France.
I love Germany. Do you know why?
Why?
Life over there is so smooth, and there's so much pleasure, enjoyment over there.
Okay, we will meet some other time. Thank you for watching. Bye.